Hey guys, how's it going? So it is patch day again, and patch day is always exciting when they bring us new content. So let's dig into what they are bringing us today at the end of 2019. So, adventurers, a new update has been released which will introduce Altar of Blood, new rewards for certain missions and more. All details of the update can be found below, which I will go into now. So the Altar of Blood. The Altar of Blood has been discovered. This dangerous new challenge will require you to take 2 other adventurers with you to challenge an almost never-ending wave of enemies. Each illusion of the Altar of Blood becomes progressively more difficult to pass. You'll need to use all your tools at your disposal to get through the illusions. To find the Altar of Blood, you will need to complete the Awakening Complete Memories of the Past quest. Once the quest is complete, you will be able to access the Altar of Blood through either the ring menu or the start menu. Only a party leader can start the mode, so make sure your party leader is ready and able to start the process. To find out more about the Altar of Blood, head over to our GM notes here, which I will come back to those in just a few moments. Okay, so please note there is currently an issue where Shy are unable to meet the requirements to join Altar of Blood. We're currently working on solving this issue. So if you're playing Shy, sorry, they screwed up. Anyway, other changes, quest changes. So what it looks like they're doing is they're changing around the quest lines to kind of incorporate some of the side quests that you'd have to manually activate into the actual main quest. So there'll be extensive changes to item rewards via the quests, and new items will be added to help all players power up their characters. So I'm not going to read through everything, but I think the most significant one that I saw here was the Black Abyssal weapon being part of the main questline. Now, this is not like awesome news for people who are, balls deep into the game. People who have by far and away surpassed needing the Black Abyssal weapon. That is irrelevant essentially for you people. It makes absolutely zero difference. But from the perspective of new players, this is a really, really phenomenal change, because this is essentially taking the hand of players and guiding them through to getting the Black Abyssal weapon. This was something that you had to kind of be proactive in finding beforehand. So this pleases me that they've decided to actually add this to the main questline. So I'm pleased at that, although I appreciate that for the majority of the player base, this has absolutely zero impact on you whatsoever, but I'm sure you can appreciate the value of this for newer players. So, yeah. The other thing that it kind of makes me wonder is that now this is part of the main questline. Does this mean that you can have more than one weapon per account? Because previously, your Black Abyssal was a one weapon per family kind of thing. So you would have to do a quest to switch up the weapon between the different classes on your account, you see, and that was something you can only do on a weekly basis. Now I have just uploaded a video to explain how this is done. Now that video could basically become redundant in about 20 minutes when this patch goes live, so I don't know whether this means that you get one per character or whether it's still going to be a family-based thing. So, I may look a bit silly with the video I've just uploaded, but, it is what it is. It was scheduled to go up today, and that's what it's done. So, anyway. So, the other changes, there's a few things that on there that, I'm not overly, interested in, but, have a read through, because there's some interesting things on there, but I'm not going to go into any great detail with those. There's the Red Sand Crystal Ring, which is probably the most significant thing in there that people will be interested in, because it's got the full stats table there. So between unupgraded to try, you're looking at, say, 7 AP, 4 accuracy, 25 HP max increase, and 0 AP against monsters, right up to 10 AP with 7 accuracy. It's the same 25 HP increase and 2 AP increase against monsters. So that is probably the most significant other one on there. So that's the red sand crystal ring. That's in Valencia, and the main quest is don't need a paper to prove it. So that's that. A few quests have been removed. Changes to Blue Whale and Fugitive Calc. Blah blah blah. Other changes: fix an issue where Ancient Relic Scroll, Catane Scroll, and Peel of Faith Scrolls would occasionally not despawn once completed. Fix an issue where guild bosses were not despawning correctly after 30 minutes. Fix an issue where graphical anomalies at Desert Naga Temple. Okay, so that's kind of like a summary of the actual patch notes. Now let's just come back onto the Altar of Blood GM notes. Now, just if you're looking at these patch notes, just by the way, this link takes you absolutely nowhere. So you just literally, if you're looking for the notes yourself, you just come to news, you come to PS4, you come to GM notes, and then we have the top item there. So that's where you find these particular patch notes. So let's go into this. So surviving the Altar of Blood. So Yaz has discovered a way to access the Altar of Blood, where the immortal alchemist Kaphras attempted to revive Zaka in order to fight against Hadam, the ultimate god of darkness. By using the power of the Gem of Balance, adventurers will now be able to access the Altar of Blood and face off against dark illusions. Altar of Blood allows parties of 3 to enter, so grab some friends or use Party Finder to find some other adventurers who are willing to attempt the Altar of Blood. So, how to find it? There's an icon right there in the in your menu. So it looks like there's a ranking system as well, Altar of Blood ranking, which I'm not sure they go into in this patch notes. But also I just spotted another ranking system here. In fact, it looks like there's a lot of new icons on this screenshot. Now, whether this is, if they've grabbed this from wherever, I'm not sure. We've got trade info. What else have we got? The ranking, Altar of Blood ranking. Nothing else springs to mind there. Anyway, I digress. So, in order to start, you need to complete the Awakening, complete Memories of the Past questline, as I previously mentioned. And then by completing the questline, you'll be able to access the altar via your menu or ring menu. Okay. So in a team of 3, you'll need to defend the relic in the altar against waves of monsters and bosses in every illusion stage. Select a party leader who is the most knowledgeable, as 50 energy is required to call forth the Guide of the Abyss and another 10 to activate the altar. So you're looking there at 60 energy that you're going to need in order to get into this. Right, so you'll have to start the first illusion unless you obtain knowledge from the 5th illusion, Heritage of the Forgotten, Distrust. Once you have that knowledge, you'll be able to start from the 5th illusion rather than the first. So we'll come on to the knowledge in a second. So the enemies become increasingly stronger as you climb from the 1st illusion to the 10th illusion in the Altar of Blood. So it sounds like progressive waves of increasing difficulty enemies. Cool. Each illusion stage has a boss that comes forth after you defeat the monsters. These illusion bosses are slightly different from the monsters that you have been facing, so work as a team to take them down. So it'll be interesting to see how these things compare to, say, the bosses in the Dark Rifts, for example. It's kind of suggesting that they may be stronger than those, but you never know with this. Anyway, so you have the 10 different illusion stages, and the table here sort of highlights the different things that are available. So you have the title, blah blah blah, monsters, so goblins, red orcs, skeletons, Sornels, imps, desert nagas. I mean, it doesn't sound like anything. There's going to be any kind of level of challenge right up to like the 7th illusion, unless these monsters are significantly stronger than they are in the real world. But for 3 of you, even these, like right up to the 8th, basilisks. I mean, for me, I would probably struggle here. But yeah, anyway, with like I said, with three people, it shouldn't be too difficult. Now this is obtainable knowledge, so this is guaranteed knowledge, and what it was referring to earlier is, so long as you've completed this one, the Heritage of the Forgotten Distrust, then you can start here at the 5th stage, which will essentially save you a lot of time in completing these former stages, because you know, who wants to start again and again and again and work all the way through if they're strong enough to be like fighting the 10th? Why would you want to be starting at the first one? So yeah, I get that. I appreciate that, you know, that they've done that for us to let us skip a lot of boring content. Anyway, so the rewards. It looks like we will be getting Cronstones as rewards for this. So depends on how you look at that. That's like a 2 million profit, or maybe like a 300k profit, depending on your perspective on the value of Cronstones. In addition to that, you can get Advice of Valks. So these can range, the maximum advice you can get is plus 60 on the 10th illusion. So depending on how viable it is to be killing the 10th illusion, then you know, that's worth it by itself, but it's random, so you could be getting plus 35, plus 45, plus 60, 1G gold bar, 10G, 100G, 1000G. So the rewards are not overly shabby, but I'm not super excited about the different rewards that are there, because this is random. All of these are random, and you're looking at top tier. Now let's just say that you can only complete the 8th and you die on the 9th, for example. So these are the rewards that you're getting. And Advice of Valks plus 35, that's probably the most desirable thing that I'd be wanting there. I mean, out of all of them, the Advice of Valks is, you know, where my kind of goals would lie, because, you know, enhancement. The rest of it is trash, essentially. You know, the gold, you could grind these gold out in, you know, you're not doing this for profit. What you're looking for is the Advice of Valks. You know, the gold can be, rather the silver from the gold that you can get. You can get that much easier elsewhere. Yeah, and then Ultra Blood details. I'm not going to go through to this. It's just kind of like technical stuff. Can't summon maids, butlers, change parties, blah blah blah, and that. So yeah, whatever. So I mean, it's cool that these guys are implementing a new content to the game, but I'm not 100% sure that I'm super excited about this, because the cost to go in, like, say you're looking at 60 energy to enter. I mean, based on my energy pool, I've got like 180 something energy, 190 energy. So I'm looking at maybe 3 attempts plus the energy from my party members. So maybe looking like 9-10 goes per energy, which, I mean, depends on the time that it takes. I don't know if it's going to take like an hour or whatever, but the rewards that you get, it doesn't seem like these rewards are necessarily worth the investment. But, you know, we'll have to see. I'll try and jump in, maybe do some live stream as soon as it launches in about 12 minutes time from the recording of this video. But anyway, yeah, so I hope you found this video interesting, at least. If you did, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment on what your thoughts are on the Ultra Blood, because maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way and you guys have got a different opinion. So please do share, and we will we'll see what the community thinks as to what this patch is going to bring, essentially. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because subscribing means that you will not miss out on the latest news, information, tips and tricks for Black Desert Online, mainly on the PlayStation 4, but I really should be sending some content towards the Xbox guys as well, so my apologies for not doing as much as that, but it's something that I will certainly focus on in 2020 where possible. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.